Apparently he's eligible because he's your companion.
Thank you. Sure, it's truly humbling standing here today. I didn't realize the turnout is going to be this big, and in preparing, I just realized how, or I'm going to find myself in a room full of such good people, such good-hearted people, and I can't but just say thank you to all of you for the good work that you do. I think if it wasn't for people like yourselves, this world that we live in today would have imploded already. So in saying that, I also want to thank the team from Rescue Rehab. I think of Lionel and Dave and Yvette, as well as the crew, and I just want to say thank you to the work you guys do as well. And I think maybe it's appropriate that we all give them a round of applause as well for this weekend. All right, so Lionels Choice, who are we? Before I get into that, I'm Hugo Smit. I'm the general manager for a company called Your Companion. And Your Companion owns the brand Lionels Choice. So just like the slogan of Lionels Choice, comprehensive pet care, we've also adopted that in our slogan as Your Companion. Lionels Choice, which one is it? Here we go. Lionels Choice was started, or was the brainchild of the founder of the group of companies. And Lionel, the owner, he became aware of the plight of a service dog, also named Lionel, who suffered from severe skin allergies. And when he heard of this, and being in the agricultural industry, he immediately got onto the phone to one of the country's leading animal nutritionists, and he gave him a simple task. The mission that he gave him was to find a fixed formulation feed for dogs suitable for all breeds, regardless of their frame size. And this is important because this is something that we up against every day, is why do we have one food that we say is suitable for all dogs of all frame sizes? Now, in speaking with our consulting vet and the nutritionist, the simple answer is clear. What we're trying to do is make sure that most animals, whether it's service animals or animals in shelters, get a well-balanced, nutritious meal. When the formulation was done, the nutritionist and the vet worked on a formulation suitable for large frame dogs. Because it's suitable for a large frame dog, by default, a small frame dog will be able to eat the same food. It will not, however, be suitable if the formulation was for a small frame dog. So just that's why I put it in there, that regardless of the frame size. Then he also said that it must be quality ingredients with fewer potential allergens, so that the adverse reactions to some ingredients are limited. It also had to include natural supplements to support the immune function, and then also create a better environment for the gut health, so that there's comprehensive barrier guard in there. And then lastly, it must be affordable, because you can have food and you can have food, but what you're going to charge for it is up to the people that sell it at the end of the day. So Lawrence the vet rose to the challenge, and so Lionel's Choice was born. Now, Lawrence's approach to formulating this food was quite holistic. And the food essentially was focused on gut health. I think it's quite clear for us as humans as well. We always say that if our stomach is ill, then our bodies are ill. And that was the focus of this food as well, to make sure that if we get the stomach and the gut healthy, we will see a better skin condition and so forth. So what we say is a dog's gastrointestinal tract or gut forms the first barrier of protection from potentially harmful microbes, antigens and allergens, which may pose a health risk to dogs or lead to the development of food allergies and intolerances. So it's clear, this is where we have to focus. Now, I'm not going to bore you with all of this, but this is not just a food that was put together because of excess ingredients that a company had. There was actually some thought that went into this. The problem is, when we go back to one of the four missions that was set out to be affordable, we see that in the marketplace today, people's perception are the thing that causes the product to be damaged the most. Because if you put out a product at a certain price point, there's a connotation that it can't be that good if it's sold at a price point equivalent to other food that might not give good results. So although the idea was noble, it's very difficult to get the perception of people changed that we actually do produce a good food at an affordable price. All right, so lastly, what I wanted to just leave with you is that our product contains meat protein. We do not believe in giving animals plant-based protein. We're also quite clear that our food must be transparent. That's why when you compare a bag of Lionel's Choice and you turn it over, and we encourage people to always do this, is not to compare dog food by looking at crude analysis. To me, it's always like when we were children, we used to have those playing cards where you compared cars or trucks or aeroplanes or whatever, and you would judge whether it's faster or it has higher kilowatt or whatever. And this is what we see in the market today, that people are actually comparing food by looking at crude analysis. This is, however, not a way to judge a food. One has to look at crude analysis in conjunction with the ingredients list. What we pride ourselves in is that we are quite transparent and we have an open declaration on our food. So what we say on the back of the bag is in the food is always in the food. We'll never speak of derivatives. We won't play around with the formulation. So the fixed formulation for us is very important. Then also our blend of optimal omega 6 and 3, which makes sure that our dogs have a good, shiny and healthy coat. Then we've also included rooibos as well as chestnut bark extract, so that the few potential allergens that might still be in the food, the dog is actually supported to be able to cope with that. And then it's fit for all breeds. So I've started with the company 2.5 years ago, and something that was very noticeable is the amount of need for food or assistance, help for that matter, in the shelter industry in South Africa. I'm inundated by calls on a daily basis by people who need food. And although we would love to be able to give food to everyone every day, we are a business. And if we had to go that route, we will not be able to survive and won't be able to assist anyone going forward. So with this in mind, about 1.5 years ago, I met up with Lionel, and we saw the potential of forming a partnership where instead of us vetting every NPO to see whether they are truly deserving, we set out to start this partnership where we work with Lionel and Rescue Rehab South Africa, so that if we know that an NPO, or if they know that an NPO is in need, they will approach us, and if there's food available for donating, we will do it via them. But we took it a step further, and we see that there's so many NPOs like you sitting here in front of me that actually run the NPOs like a business, and you are self-sustaining. And what we then decided is to make the products available via Rescue Rehab to these NPOs at a reduced price, so that you get the benefits of this product, but at a price that you don't have to pay through a retailer. So this is where the partnership then started. Right. So please, I would like to encourage you to speak to Rescue Rehab. I think it's on your website, Lionel, if I'm not mistaken, to register, the online store, to register there. And we will, there's certain terms and conditions about delivery, but look at it and we will make sure that the food gets to your shelters when needed. Besides the dog food, we're also branching out. We've got dewormers that's available. There's shampoos being launched soon. As well, from time to time, we do get access to products that are close to expiry dates, tick and flea products and so on. And it's always better for us to work with the shelters and make sure that you guys get access to that than discarding those things. All right, and then just lastly, I came across this quote in my preparation, and I thought it's quite pertinent to share this with you. It said, "Only if we understand can we care. Only if we care will we help. Only if we help shall all be saved." And that's such true words by Dr. Jane Goodall. So I'll leave you with that. Again, I thank you for the opportunity of being here, and thank you for the work that you guys do.
Thank you, Hugo.